Hello everyone! Today is the day that we finally discuss The Last Kingdom Season 6. Now, it may seem like The Last Kingdom is long gone since it released its final season back in the spring of 2022. Well, that's right for the most part. However, we believe the series has a lot more to offer to its audience, and we don't see why it wouldn't do so. The series got released years ago, at a time when the world was obsessed with the adventures of the Vikings. So, regardless of the show's quality, the audience was there to watch this brilliant series merely because they were highly interested in the concept. What was that concept, though? Well, let's go back to the time when England wasn't yet the land of the Englishmen under a unitary body. Instead, it was under the occupation of the Vikings and was divided into dozens of entities that were insisting on ensuring their hegemony over the land rather than cooperating. Needless to say, there were countless wars, struggles, and a huge fight over not only the land, but also the culture and the religion. In the midst of all these, there was Uhtred, played by Alexander Draymond. Uhtred was a unique case since he was born as an English nobleman but raised as a Viking warrior. This made him a figure that was suspicious to many people. No one could understand what was his deal, as he was considered to be an unreliable actor. Still, his exceptional talents in diplomacy and war made him essential in determining the fate of the land. So, as the audience, we followed him through the years and witnessed his adventures in every corner of the Middle Ages England. Since he was in our life since 2015, we got used to him very much, to the point that we hated to see the series go. The interesting thing is that Uhtred was a real-life figure whom we had no idea about until the series, proving that entertainment shouldn't be overlooked as a tool to intellectually improve yourself. Still, we don't think reading historical materials create the same glorious impact of the show, meaning that we need The Last Kingdom Season 6 no matter what. The TV show is based on the epic book series by Bernard Cornwell. The Last Kingdom is only the name of the first book in the series. However, the TV show is following not only the first book but the 10 books of the series. Even though this is quite impressive, we have to realize that there are 3 more novels in the series. It's true that when the show has begun, the series wasn't complete yet and had only 9 books. Therefore, the showrunners decided to limit themselves to a certain number of books since they couldn't rely on Mr. Cornwell. In other words, they didn't want to turn into Game of Thrones and lose its source material in the middle of the show. Still, this caused the show to have an ending that felt a little bit incomplete. To be honest, we don't understand why the show wouldn't adapt each book into a season just like Outlander does. Now, we're demanding a follow-up season to make sure that we get the right ending to the series, and the showrunners seem to not be very eager to fulfill our demand. Despite the lack of Season 6, the showrunners ensured the fans that there will be a movie that will work as a standalone and make sure to cover the rest of the series. The movie will be titled 7 Kings Must Die, and it will show Uhtred at his best as a warrior. Do you think having just a movie is enough to get the full story of The Last Kingdom? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.